Wow. I just finished reading the third book in the Dr. Lang trilogy that Pendergast, or that the Douglas Preston and Lincoln Child wrote. It's amazing. This one is called Angel of Vengeance. I would highly recommend. I know the first two books, well, the first book in particular is a little bit of a slog, and I say that as a Douglas Preston and Lincoln Child fan, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about Angel of Vengeance, and this is not going to be a spoiler heavy review because it just dropped. So I'm going to talk about the narrator. I'm going to talk about some of the cool details of the book, without spoiling it. So I listened to this on Audible, and the narrator was, once again, Jefferson Mays. He's basically taken over the Pendergast series because Rene Aubergenois passed away. Rest in peace. And he took over before this trilogy. But I think he's been looking at the reviews on Audible because he's really kind of gotten into the Pendergast voice. He was really struggling with it in previous books that he narrated, such as Cold River. That was a pretty hard one to listen to. But as he's gotten into the swing of things, he's starting to diversify his voices, and he's starting to really come into his own as a narrator. He's starting to get the Pendergast accent down, and he's differentiated between Aloysius Pendergast and Diogenes Pendergast, which I liked. And then we have his voice for Constance, which is, I like it. It's not like really high pitched and annoying. He did a good job making her sound the way like a strong young woman. He's did a really good job with the really climactic points, making them really intense and really good to listen to. And just all over and above, I think he really came into his own with this book. Plot wise, this is the best out of the three trilogy books, which are Bloodless, The Cabinet of Dr. Lang, and this one, Angel of Vengeance. This is by far the best. It's got a great redemption arc for Diogenes Pendergast, and if you're anything of a Pendergast reader and you've read The Book of the Dead or Dance of Death or The Obsidian Chamber, then you will know of what I speak. Diogenes managed to be redeemed throughout this book while still managing to be absolutely brutal and absolutely morally complex, but it's great to watch just how he becomes this guy who actually wants to do good in the world. It's kind of cool. I really like it. And I like the angle that they took with Pendergast and Constance. I'm not going to go into what it is because I don't want to spoil anything, but I like the way they took it. I think this book is great. I was worried that they were going to kill him off, but I think they managed to wrap up this trilogy without killing off Aloysius. I think Aloysius still has more to do without it being over the top. They didn't. We still have Vinny. We still have. We still have D'Agasta, which Vinny D'Agasta. We still have Aloysius. We still have all of the main characters, and they didn't do the authors didn't do anything that was too crazy that broke canon. There was only one continuity error in the entire book, and considering that they're basing all of this on the Cabinet of Curiosities, which they wrote back in 2002, they're doing a really good job of keeping continuity. So, like, major props to them for just pulling off a great book, true to form, right back to the Douglas Preston and Lincoln Child I know and love. I was kind of getting upset with the Bloodless and Cold River and those books, but they've really came back to form, and I'm really glad that I listened to this book. So either grab it on Audible or grab it in print. It's called Angel of Vengeance, and also check out Bloodless and The Cabinet of Dr. Lang. You are going to want to do that if you're going to read this book. It won't make sense otherwise. So, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review. I'll see you in the next video.